Hi everyone, hope you're keeping well. This is going to be a very short kind of mobilizing abdominal seat and back workout that I would highly recommend you could do if you work a sedentary job and you have the ability to kind of stretch yourself out during a lunch break. This is great to do. Or if you're a student and you're doing a lot of virtual school these days, this is a lovely way to kind of get the body moving after being seated for a long time. So we're gonna start lying on our back. You're gonna reach your hands above you, point your toes below you. And just start by taking a nice deep breath in, even yawn if you want, and then release. Okay, excellent. So you can either have your legs long for this, or if you prefer, you could put your feet on the ground. And then I want you to anchor your belly button so that there's a gentle tilt in your pelvis, and it's gonna bring your back in contact with the mat. So zip up those lower abdominals. I'm gonna extend my legs. You can choose extended or bent at the knee. You're gonna inhale, and as you exhale, roll all the way up. And then you can either stop here and reach up, lengthening your spine, or if you want an additional stretch, you stretch over those hamstrings. And then nice long spine, tuck your tailbone, round out your spine, and come on down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, and again you can stay here or forward fold, stack your spine, and tuck your tailbone, and come on down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, anchor the navel. And then return to a long spine and slowly come down. Good. Last one. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Reach forward if you'd like, and then come up to seated. Okay, so that was level 1. You can always return to that level if you'd like to. For level 2, again, legs can be straight or you can bend at the knee. We're gonna do a half roll down. So abdominals tight, tuck your tailbone, come down about halfway, find where it's really gonna start working those upper abdominals, and then come back up and lengthen. Exhale, hold for a beat, and then up. 2 more. Exhale, hold, and lengthen. 1 more time. Good, so you're rounding your spine, your tailbone is pointing underneath you. Now come all the way down and lengthen. If that was pretty intense, you can return to that same level 2. If you're ready to move on, we'll do a half roll up for level 3. Inhale, exhale, come to that middle zone where it's challenging, then slowly with control, lower back down. Inhale, exhale, and lower down. Good, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, shoulders down and back, opening up across the chest and down. And last one. Inhale, exhale. Find that middle zone and come on down and lengthen. Great, so that was level 3. Level 4 is the same as level 3, but we're gonna bring our legs into the work. So inhale, exhale, roll up halfway, and bring your right knee into this tabletop position, and roll down. Inhale, exhale, roll up, left leg this time. Hold here, feel those abdominals, keep the tailbone tucked underneath you, and roll down. Good, 2 more. Right leg. And roll down. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Good, soften the shoulders, soften the arms, and roll down, and lengthen. Great, so level 5 is the same as level 4, but you're gonna use both legs. Inhale, exhale, roll up. And you're balancing on your seat, but your tailbone is still tucking underneath you. It's not pointing straight down. And then it's important, you want to keep your spine rounded in that C-curve position to protect your back and to engage those abdominals. Good, make sure you're coming up smoothly. And then you come down smoothly as well. Nice and control, really soft as you come back to the floor. Last one. And come on down. And lengthen. Great, we have 2 more levels. And this is always a work in progress. So if you're getting to the point where you're not able to keep going, that's perfectly fine. You can rest or you can go back to a previous level. Now what we're going to do is single leg, but instead of doing a bent knee, we're going to rise up to a single straight leg. And if you're a dancer, point through those toes so you work the muscles in your feet. You work on your arch. Okay? Inhale, exhale. Roll up to that single right straight leg and then control smoothly down. Inhale, exhale, left side. So lengthen through that left knee, point through those left toes. You can turn out from the hip if you want, look at the inside of the left leg and down. Good, right leg. Inhale, exhale. Good, and I'm turning out from that hip so that my knee is facing the right. I can see the inside of my right leg, point through those toes and down. One more time on the left. Inhale, exhale up. Go for that beautiful turnout, that gorgeous arch. Hold, 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 and down. Excellent. Now we have our final level, our hardest one. And for this, I'm going to try to do 2 with my legs parallel and 2 with my legs turned out. We're going to double straight leg. So if that's a little too difficult for today, like I said, go back to a previous level. Inhale, exhale, round up. And hold. Point those toes, straighten through those knees, and down. Inhale, exhale, round up. Point those toes, straighten through those knees, engage those quadricep muscles, and down. Good, 2 more. This time you can turn out with me if you'd like. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Balance, balance, balance. Point those toes, and down. One more time, nice and smooth. Inhale, and exhale. Balance, balance, balance. Make sure your spine is still rounded. You've got those abdominals engaged. And slowly down. Excellent. Oh, you can stretch nice and long. You can let your back arch off the mat. Very good. Okay, we're going to switch gears. I'm going to turn myself around. You're going to flip over onto your stomach. So we've just worked the front of our bodies quite a bit. You might feel it in your abdominals and your hip flexors. So what we want to do now is we want to counter that work on the opposing muscles, the muscles on the back of our bodies. That's going to help stretch out your abdominals and your hip flexors and also give those muscles some good work. So we'll flip over. I'm going to rotate my mat. We'll flip over onto our stomachs. And the first thing you're going to do is make a pillow with your hands, and your forehead will come to your hands. So I'm going to be lifted up like this so that you can hear me, but once we get going, I'll put my own forehead on my hands as well. So if you're up like me, roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the neck, keep the eyes on the ground in front of you, not forward, but down, okay? So we're going to start with the right leg only. We're going to point through those toes, straighten through the right knee, lift up and hold, and down. 3 more. Up and hold. 2 more, and down, and 1 more. Now left side, same thing. You're trying to point through the toes, lift through the kneecaps. You extend the knee. You're engaging that quadricep muscle in your thigh. And you're trying to get the whole leg to come off the floor. Good, now both legs. Up and down. So this is working in your seat, in your hamstrings. And you're resting your forehead on the back of your hands. 4 more. 3 more. 2. And last one. Excellent. So you can rest down here. Now we're going to bring the opposite arm into the work. So let's start with the left leg, the right arm. I want your shoulders to stay back, your neck to stay long, elbows to stay soft, and hands likewise. So left arm rests, right arm's going to work with the left leg. Ready and go. Up and down. So eyes are cast down on the ground in front of you. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Switch arms and legs. Up and down. Up and down. You're going to feel this between your shoulder blades and your lower back, as well as in your seat. Up and down. Now everything together. All 4 up and down. 7 and down. Make sure you're rolling those shoulders down and back. Soft through the shoulders, open through the chest. 4 more. 4. 3. Keep on breathing. 2. And 1. Very good. We're going to do one grand finale for this work. We're going to bring your fingertips to your shoulders. I call this the snow angel. So we're going to lift everything up, then everything comes out, and in, and down. Let's do 8 of them. Up, out, in, and down. 7 more. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. 4 more. Try to lift up as high as you can. Try to get those thighs off the ground. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Very good. Now from here, put your palms right underneath your shoulders, press back, setting your hips by your heels. Nice deep breath, and exhale. Excellent. You can come to your seat. We'll finish up today's mini break workout from being seated for our schoolwork or for our working from home. And when we work in a seated position and we're kind of sedentary all day, lots of things get tight in everyone's bodies, including especially the hips. So I want you to find a position where you could be comfortable bringing the soles of your feet together and your knees aren't way up here. Okay, so if your hips are pretty tight, you'll want your feet quite far from you so that your knees can be close to the ground. You're gonna sit up nice and tall. And first thing I want you to do is bring your hands to your hips. And I want you to feel this sensation of engagement in your abdominals growing tall through your spine, shoulders back. Inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna hinge from your hips, so don't round your spine. Keep your head pulling nice and long. Your spine in this neutral position, so do not collapse and round. Lift up, lengthen. And then inhale, exhale, and come back to where you started. Let's do it a second time. Inhale. Exhale, lean from the hips. Growing long through your spine. And now, inhale, exhale, round your spine and come over your legs. So if your hips are tight, this will be pretty intense. You could stay up on your palms. If you need that support, you can come down to your elbows. Or if you're limber enough, you can bring your chest all the way down to your feet. My hips aren't there right now. So right here. Excellent. And then use your palms to press yourself back up. We'll do one more stretch before we get back to work or to school. So you're gonna keep one leg in and extend one leg out nice and long. And I want you to turn that leg so the toes are pointing straight up, your leg is parallel. Turn your shoulders and hips so you're facing forward. Again, we're trying to hinge from the hips. So if your hamstring is tight and even sitting here tall is very difficult, just bend your knee. Hinging from the hips, we're lengthening through the spine and we're leaning forward. Now, if your hamstring is tight, you'll start to feel that stretch even with the bent knee. If you need a little bit more lengthening in that leg to get the stretch, just press the heel away. And you can put your hands on the ground or on yoga blocks to support you in this stretch. Again, the focus is on lengthening through the spine. So I don't want to see you close to your leg, but collapsing. Lift up. Good, inhale. And as you exhale, feel free to extend the leg a little further and round forward into the stretch. Again, have weight in your hands to support your torso. Great, and now I want you to press into your hands to push yourself back up. Excellent. We're gonna switch sides. Now, yoga blocks are a great prop. I have really short arms, so if I also had very tight hamstrings, this would all be really difficult and I would want some support. Or I might want a pillow right underneath my tailbone or a towel or a yoga blanket rolled so I'm kind of lifting my hips off the ground, putting myself on an incline. So use those modifications because what we're trying to do is improve our posture, kind of get the blood flowing through the body in a nice way, opening up with the breath. And if you're constricted and constrained and you're forced to collapse, it won't be as beneficial for you. So yoga blocks or a bolster, and we're gonna lengthen through our spine, soften the knee if your hamstring is tight. We're gonna hinge from the hips. So leaning forward, lengthening through the crown of your head. Tummy is tight, your shoulders and your hips are in a rectangle. Inhale, exhale, and come back. We'll do a second time, inhale, exhale. Again, lengthening. If you have the facility in your hamstring to press the heel away, lengthening the leg, you can do that. Again, using your props as needed. Now inhale, exhale, lengthen more if you want, and round forward. So we're pressing energy through the heel. You're growing long from heel through the back of your leg where it meets your hips. Really trying to lengthen. If your hamstring is tight, of course, keep your knee bent. Now inhale, exhale, and press up. Excellent. You can bring both legs up. Give them a little popcorn. And thanks for joining me. Hopefully that was a nice way to kind of break up your sedentary work or school day, and I hope to see you for the next workout.